Yes, welcome here to Inside Sport at Strathpine for the South East Queensland Finals for the Queensland Cricket Indoor Major League. Coming to conclusion today after a long season, we have the B-grade final coming to you live on the Queensland Cricket Indoor Facebook page. The toss has been won by Caboolture and I've decided to bat first. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome my very special guest here today, Chris Boyce, superstar of the game. Mate, first of all, I'll get you to run through the team list. Yeah, look, should be a very, very good game here today. Both teams very competitive throughout the season. Quite a fair bit of youth in both these teams as well, mate. You'd know a few of them through your time? Yeah, look, very impressive from the Strathpine Boroughs, A grade and B grade through to the finals this year. So looking forward to a good game. What do you think's a perfect score here that Caboolture will be looking to get? Yeah, look, definitely some of the bigger courts, and you're right, you know, there's plenty of runs out there on offer, but look, it's a grand final. There could be a fair bit of pressure, so funny things can happen. Good start for both teams, just a bit of a settling over there. I think both teams will be reasonably happy. It's always get that first over out of the way, isn't it? Yeah, it's coming in the bowl now. Good start for Caboolture. 4 runs from the first over. Nice shot. Leans onto that one. Down up 2, up into the top net. And that's the advantage with these big courts. You know, you get good contact on the ball. And it's very hard to stop the ball and also very hard to execute a run out. So probably special note, we've got Joel Boucher out there. He's probably old enough to be all their dads pretty much, isn't he? Yeah, and you can see Joel now just having a chat to the bowler. It's obviously been a good delivery, but look, I've played a lot with Joel over my times, and he's just got such a fantastic cricket brain. He's just so casual about how he goes about his business as well. I'm sure he'll be a really good settling effect. So no ball, looks like a front foot no ball. Front line, yes. Umpire here today, Michael Guest, one of the best umpires going around on plenty of World Cup finals as well. He's got the honour of doing the big one a little bit later too as well. So looking forward to that game, mate, the NICL game. Yeah, looking forward to that. Obviously, your team versus my team, mate. So we'll probably won't start the sparring just yet. We'll leave that for the NICL game a little bit later. But this has been a good over from Caboolture. 6 runs off the first 4 balls, moving the score to 10. So very good start. Full length delivery and just easily lent on. Lovely shot. And that's just an example. You know, you make good contact, it's very hard. Just spring back, almost a bit of a chance, but I think, look, like you say, big courts, you know, scores of 100 are not impossible here. You know, you still can bat yourself, but I think being a final, I think maybe 9 is probably going to be a fair score. From what we played against this Caboolture team last week, and probably, I think the strengths with their bowling as well. So I think they'll go out here and rack up a score, and whatever they do, I think they'll be fairly confident that they'll be right in the game throughout. So. Yeah. And is this Jaden Davey coming in the bowl? Oh, he's a pretty good young fella from down here as well. Yeah, he's a tall lad, that's for sure. He comes in the bowl. Well weighted, nice shot. Yeah, probably two of the more senior batters in the Caboolture team coming out, getting off to a good start, and that's exactly what they've done so far. Another nice shot. Yeah, he's just erring a little bit with his line and length. You know, obviously they'll try and adjust, but great start to the Snakes. 16 runs off the first 2 and a bit overs. Full of length ball. Yeah, look, good execution. Probably still a little bit wide, but obviously with the 2 on the leg side, probably would have liked that one a little bit tighter, but got away with that one. Yeah, that was a much better delivery, a much not tighter line there, and played into the front court there and almost created an opportunity. And you're right, yeah, look, played against him, and interesting character to play against. He's very passionate and he really gets stuck in. And look, yeah, that's great. That's what Super League cricket's all about. So definitely a passionate player, and I'm sure there'll be plenty of support, as you can see. If you probably can't see from home, but there's quite a fair support here for the Snakes at the moment too. There's plenty of yellow and black out there. Yeah, look, you're spot on there. They're well on track at the moment to post a very good score, but can all change very quickly in a ball or two. It's a chance, maybe. Yeah, good call. Well, that's right, yeah. Look, I mean, you lose one now and it puts you under an awful lot of pressure. Yeah, another good young player from Strathpine as well. Did he play 21s this year? Okay. Almost a touch in the front court. Created a little bit of uncertainty, but this has been a fantastic start by the Caboolture Snakes. Moving the score to 21 with 4 balls remaining. As you suggested earlier, the Burrows will be looking for a wicket here to get a bit of momentum as well. Indoor cricket's a funny game like that. Momentum plays a big part. Oh, excellent. Yeah, excellent bit of fielding in the front court. waited nicely. Short of a length, but just rock back and play that one up into the springs. Just a reminder, everyone, obviously this one is live on the Queensland Cricket Indoor Facebook page. We have 2 other courts happening tonight across 9 games. So it's a massive night of indoor cricket at Strathpine. The other 2 games are on the YouTube channel for Queensland Cricket Indoor. So if you're interested in jumping on those, have a look at that as well. The second court has commentary. The third court, unfortunately, doesn't. But look, it should be a great night of cricket here. We've got... looks like the over 45 starting next to us, and then we've got D-Gray playing on the other side as well. There's another chance. He's creating some great opportunity and presence up the front. Yeah, look, 23 is a fantastic start. You know, as the captain or a leader of that team, you'd take that every time. So this pair here, it will be an interesting pair for the Caboolture Snakes. Yeah, it is, mate. We were having a chat about Noah before, and you know, he was talking about he's probably one of the most talented kids going around. And he's definitely a quality player. Yeah. Yeah, I think he's a fairly aggressive batter, isn't he? Yeah. Yeah, the field's set up for that perfectly at the moment. Coming around the wicket. Great start. Lovely shot. Yeah, Noah's definitely a quality player. Like his batting is pretty good, but I actually like his bowling. He bowls dead set rockets. I remember playing against him, mate. I'm an old fella, and I'll tell you what, it's getting harder and harder to play these guys in B-grade. They're just getting quicker and quicker. I'm not getting slower, definitely not. A little bit of a confusion. Ended up being a good call. It's been a good start to the over. Oh, exactly right. He chased that one as well. Yeah, look, exactly right. We talked about the 6-ball overs earlier, so, you know, losing a wicket's important. So, you know, a dot ball's a vital ball, you know, and you know, especially at this level and the higher you go, you're going to face some quality bowling, and there's nothing wrong with that's beautiful. That's pretty to watch. 8 runs coming from the over. Noah's got 7 of them with a couple of lovely shots, especially that last one. Caboolture doing quite well at the moment, 31 after 5 overs, so I think they'll be fairly happy with where they're at. Yeah, as we say, Joel's got plenty of experience. He's got a fair bit of variety when he bowls too. Good communication. That's the late dive. He's crossed the line. More, I think he's fallen over more. Joel's having a little chuckle with him as well. That was a nice shot by Noah. Good start by Joel as well. Joel will be smart. He'll sit there, he'll take a little bit of time, he'll think about what he's doing, and he does have a mixed bag of tricks. And just that's evident there. The first one, the first one there swung the other way, but that one's moved a fair while as well. We've just been alerted to a slight little technical difficulty. We've had Chris here chatting away and no one's been able to hear him, so we'll just try and get that one sorted out for you as quick as possible. Oh, sounds like we're on now. Whoa, yep, you're here. Yeah, he's back. So all that insightful stuff that you've said over the last 6 overs, everyone's missed it. Joel showing you a little bit of frustration there. There's a bit of a chance, a little bit of a mix-up, and it could have been a run-out, and each run's going to be vital. Joel knows how important it is. Yeah, 3 runs from it so far, so it's been fantastic work. He's a little disappointed with himself. Man of that experience. Last ball of the over. Boucher coming in the bowl. Big swing. There's a bit of a miss. Yeah, he's created a few nice little touches there. He's been doing really well, creating a fair bit of pressure as well. But another good over. No loss of wicket. I think that's the important thing from the Snakes at this point in time. They've only lost the 1 wicket and they've consolidated through. I mean, 13 after 2 overs for the Skin is still a very good. Obviously, it is probably building and consolidating.
Yeah, looks like they're going to go to...
Testing one. Test.
Is it working, you reckon? All right. Apparently we're working again.
All right.
Let's see. I am staring at my Facebook page. Oh, Emma Joyce says sound. No, I'm staring at the Facebook page. If you can hear us, jump on and tell us you can hear us. Last ball of good shot, Charlie. Steady old man shot there. All right, so Strathpine are 10 runs after 2 overs. They took 11 off Ken Jeffries' over to get to that 10. So Noah Gilbert's first over was -1 over and 11 off the second. And Strathpine are away. So for those who aren't quite sure, 2 overs gone in the second innings, 10 runs chasing 69. Chris Boyce, how you going, mate? Can I hear you?
I can hear you now.
Excellent.
So
I
did
think
we confirm if everyone can hear us?
can get past the sound issue, but the camera
Yeah, here we
angle
go.
is shocking. Can hear. All right, we're starting to
Looks
hear.
like
Sure,
we're
he can hear. Glenn Morris, you beauty. Sound is on. All right, excellent.
Well, we'll try
I'll
and
put
call-
that down and we'll try and call
we'll
the
try and
game
call
from
the game
here.
now from here.
And we have a good game on our hands. So this is Gouldy, Nathan Gould, isn't it?
Yeah, we.
That's a blast from the past,
Mate,
isn't it?
they
Remember Gouldy?
They wouldn't have heard us talking before, obviously, but we're talking about his old head and how experienced he is. So 2 experienced
shot.
blokes going at it here. Tonksy was a bit, I think, a bit unexpected to see him in the negatives off the first 2 overs. See how he can come back.
Yeah, but for a 16-year-old, mate, he has more experience than most 40-year-olds.
He does, mate.
Gee, that's a good ball from
Great
Gouldy. He's hooping that out. So Gouldy's bowling big outies. And like Chris says, he's... how old would Gouldy be now? Would he?
Oh, 52, 53?
No. He'd be
Mate,
32, I
he'd be-
reckon.
Yeah, I reckon.
If you're 30, he's older than
He
you.
may have said to me earlier he was, I think,
Shot.
Yeah, great shot, Tonksy.
Sorry, boys, I'm clapping here.
That was out of a hit.
Yep, good fielding.
I think he is playing some master stuff, so he must be 35.
Oh, he'd be 35 then, okay. But yeah, very good player in his younger days. Oh, some Pat's boy from memory.
What would you take here, Frank? First pair.
First pair, I'd take 40. Oh, gee, that swung late, but good call from Guesty. Look, this first pair are pretty regular up in that high 20s, 30 zone. So from here, 17 runs with 2 balls to go in the third over.
Yeah, 30 is still achievable. Yeah, it's a nice ball there.
Yeah, it was virtually identical to the ball before.
It was. And I think he knows Joel's pretty strong outside off. I'm not too sure his strength is off his legs, but we know with Joel, if he goes full, he will hit him in the back.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, he's went safe option.
Get a move on, get a move on, get a move on. Oh, gee. Harry's young legs looked like they had him home then.
Yeah, I thought
Guess he's
that was
judged it out, so that's all that matters.
He's got the best view. Big pressure release there for the Caboolture guys. They'll be happy with that.
Yeah, they're up in the field, and so they should be.
We wouldn't have heard it earlier that with no sound, but the Caboolture guys have a lot of support here.
Yeah, they
Very
do.
passionate mob.
It's a good crowd in, considering it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. There's a good crowd. As I lean over the edge here, there's a good crowd throughout the centre. 12 runs, all right. So at this point in time, and these two will know this, you want to knuckle down, hit 8 runs, take your 20, and your team's off to a start.
Yeah, definitely.
Everyone hits 20 runs, you win by 11.
Yep.
Who we got bowling? Is this Ryan Crossfield?
mate.
Yeah.
He's pretty experienced.
He's a
Crossfield.
handy bowler, yeah.
Yep.
Good start, Joel.
Short and wide outside off. A bit of contact down the front there.
Yeah,
Heels
Matt-
and Tonksy. I don't know who'd be coming off better there.
They're both street beings. Matty Healy.
We were saying before, Frank, obviously with no sound, you won't find a bigger clubsman going around than Matt Healy.
Oh, mate, he's incredibly animated. He's just like his dad. I mean, you'd remember his dad. His dad's been down here at Strathpine for years with Mum Kath.
Yep.
And just animated on court and just loves to play. Some
They do
people sort of
everything,
take that the wrong way,
No,
but
mate, do
he's
everything at
just into it.
100%.
Yeah. And there's nothing negative from him.
No.
It's just all upbeat. He's keen. Oh, there's a chant up. I think that was a crossy chant. Get a move on, Joel.
It's just a one off the back net to us.
So scores 17 with 3 balls to go. So they're closing in on that 20.
Yeah, tour ball here. I think they'll be happy.
Yeah, I think that's a crossy chant. Stay there, Joel. Not out.
That was close.
Is that who's up the back there? Is that Noah? That
Yeah,
looked
that's
like a
Noah.
Noah appeal.
Yep, halfway down the wicket.
Of the famous Gilbert family. Also one of my juniors.
I can see something flashing in his ear. Looks like he's got the earring in.
And the rat's tail hanging out the back of the hat. That's new since he moved to Cabo. Shot, Tonka. Get to the 3 line. That's a 3, Michael Guest.
No run.
No run. Oh, my God.
Third ball
It's a
now.
3, all right. It's
Big
third
pressure
ball.
Build up. Big ball here. Last ball of the first pair. Third ball.
So they've called no there because it was a bit flat and probably should have gone straight to the sweeper. Yeah, take a 2. 19. It's as close as you're going to get to 20 without
you
getting
take
it.
that for the first pair, Frank.
Yeah. No, not a bad start. Fix scoreboard. Why you at it? Fix. Thanks, Grant Ballett. Who we got watching? Scotty Rainbow's on there. Leanne Francis, Norman Forsyth, Grant Ballett, Jeff Betts, Glenn Morris. G'day, everyone. Shorey, what are you doing? Isn't Shorey here somewhere?
He should be here.
Troy Clark, Lockie Ballett, Sean Thomas. All right, welcome, everybody. We've got a game on our hands. So it's 69 runs. First pair have hit 19. Noah Gilbert has bowled one of his overs. So that's a plus. As you watch through this, Noah's a strike bowler for Cabo. His first over went for neg 1, which largely accounted for that 19 score. So Cabo have just got to keep Strathpine under this total, and conversely, Strathpine have got to keep watching the ball and not the scoreboard. Boise's a bit quiet. Have you got it right in your mouth? Let me have a look here. No, that's about as close to your mouth as you're going to get. Facebook saying Chris is a bit quiet. All right, so we're trying to get Chris on board. He is a quiet talker, people. He likes to let the ball and bat do the talking, don't you, Chris?
Try to. Hopefully later.
Later on, yeah. Stick in for that one. What are we, 7:45?
7:45, man. As you can see, we got Jaden Evan out here.
Jaden Davey on strike and Tony Joyce bowling. Tony Joyce. Not Tony Joyce. Young Adam Joyce.
Yep.
Hey, that's not a bad pill from Adam.
There we go. That sounds good.
There we go. I can hear you.
Yep.
That looked like it hooped in.
It did swing in, mate.
Sugar, you're loud now.
Hang on. Now I'm loud.
Just down a little on that. Yeah, he's got that hooper.
So we got 2 under-21s Queensland boys out here, Frank.
Yeah, so Evan Thompson on strike and Jaden Davey at the non-strikers in.
We were saying earlier, we obviously the A-grade squad have been training all year with the B-grade squad.
Yep.
Jaden Davey's actually been whacking them this year. So
now Jaden is a beautiful bat and a fantastic fielder.
Yep.
As you probably would have seen, bowling's always been his Achilles heel.
Yep.
But I think he's starting to get around that.
He is, mate. Yeah. We've been working a bit with him, trying to get him to just be a bit smarter, as you know. And as we've seen with Joel, you don't have to bowl 100 mile an hour to Jesus hit that hard.
But he does.
Not afraid to get out on his guts. I don't mind seeing that.
Yeah, you're going to like that slide.
I won't be doing that.
Now Glenn Morris is saying, I'm too quiet. Not in this lifetime, Glenn. But yeah, Jaden's got an eye like a dead fish, which means he hits the bejesus out of it. All right, we got sounds good now, so you must be up there.
Beautiful.
I'm putting my phone down and watching the game.
Yeah, there's a game on our hands here.
There is. Come on, Ev. So, is it just me or did Adam Joyce bowl 2 hooping in swingers from over the wicket, and then go round the wicket and try and bowl out swingers?
Yep.
I don't mind it, except you'd rather not tell your opposition what you're doing by changing sides like that.
I think it's pretty important to find your stock ball and stick to it as well.
Yeah.
And missed the full straight one.
Yeah. It's a highly underrated ball.
It is, mate. They'll be happy with that start, though. They are on third ball, leading into the next pair.
Would they take 8 off that over?
8.
Yeah. 4 apiece. Jaden's facing the third ball. So it'd be interesting who they bowl here. They would have had a plan. They may change it.
Looks like we got Mitch Lee.
Oh, okay. So when I was watching before, this boy batted with Noah. I didn't know who it was. So who's this?
Mitch, when I played for Caboolture last year, mate, he was playing C grade.
Yeah.
So it looks like obviously he's had a pretty successful year.
Yeah.
Good on him. He's a lovely fellow, Mitch, and his brother Des. Des played actually A grade all year this year, which I thought was awesome to see. He's a quality player as well.
Yeah.
Both of them, as you see when he's batting, they go hard at it. I think from memory, his stock ball might just be a little outswinger.
All right, well, it's a third ball coming up. So let's see what Jaden can do. Oh, Jaden's
hit it for
passionate
speed.
down up through.
Well, he's a bit passionate too, Jaden.
Yeah. Oh, he's saying a few. He doesn't normally say too much.
No, mate.
The Caboolture boys were very vocal with the bat. I've got to be honest. Hang on, watch this ball.
No, I must admit, mate, it's one thing I stray away from because
you're on a hiding to nothing.
you are, mate. The
talk all you like in the field, but my God, when you got the bat in your hand, talk when you walk off.
No, I agree, mate. That's a nice shot from Evan.
That's the big improvement for Evan Thompson this year. Is his, and I don't want to cruel him. I'm touching the wood that's surrounding us. Is his batting? He
is, mate. He's batted very well. Last few training sessions as well, he's hit him quite nicely.
Yeah. How did you hit him last night? I went home early. Oh, you weren't here.
No, I wasn't here.
You weren't here.
Good start here for the Strathpine boys. Brilliant shot there from Jaden.
Evans on the travelator. I'm not sure what happened there.
He got caught up a bit, but he got through. It was a brilliant shot there from Jaden. Everyone in the indoor cricket world knows how hard it is to hit that change up off your hip for the down up.
That's a beautiful shot. What's the bowler's name again? Mitch?
Mitch.
He's not doing too much wrong here, but...
No,
gee, that's tough.
Yeah, I think that was just inside the line. But no, you're right. He's bowled a good over here, I think. They've been some quality shots, and as you know, mate, you've been around long enough. Sometimes you just have to, respect that good ball and the fact that they are hitting you good balls for twos. Another nice shot there from Evan.
Probably just too full there.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what Evan's appealing about there.
No, I think when he got caught up. Well, when he got caught up before with Heels,
here we go. Michael Guest has called Noah Gilbert down, so I would guess
bit of traffic over the wicket, I think.
Yeah, the leg sweep, which was Noah, has come across the pitch.
Yeah.
So Guest is warning him here. That's all it is, a warning. And fair enough if he did. Noah shouldn't be across the other side if it's a leg sweep.
So the two Strathpine boys here cruising now, Frank.
Yeah,
19 off 2.
19 off 2, 38 runs chased at 69. So every over from here is critical, but this next over for this pair is vital. So this is one of those times where the captain, which I assume is Matt Healy, has decided to bowl himself. Fair enough. It's one of those moments in the game, and he's taken it on himself.
Yeah, I like to see it.
I like that from the captain.
Take the game on.
Yeah, I like that. Job to do.
See if he can rein in the emotions here and get the ball to do talking.
Yeah. He's talking to his team. He's going to bowl with his hat on from the looks. Point at his snake. I don't know if he's going to get rid of the emotion somehow.
No.
Let's see how he goes. Evan,
still directing fielders around.
Yeah.
There's still a bit of
Noah's done nothing wrong there, really. No, I don't think he's done anything wrong there, Guesty.
No, I don't think he has either. He's got nowhere to go there.
Yeah, you can't be obstructing the batsman if you don't move. So what he's probably saying is that Noah moved. Now Adam Joyce is going to get himself a talking to, and Noah as well. While they're doing that, how are you feeling about tonight's NICL game?
Yeah.
You nervous yet?
No, mate, no. Another game of cricket. I've had a few people ask me if I'm nervous. No, mate. As you know, I've been around a long time, and it is just another game of cricket. I think we do have a group chat going, and a few of the younger boys and a few guys who haven't been in this situation before, you can tell with a bit of that chat they're a bit nervous, but we're pretty confident that if we stick to our plans, mate, and do what we've been doing all year, we should come up trumps. I mean, we've had Vicky Point have beat us twice this year. Once on a technicality.
Hell of a game in the semi-final, a draw.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. Last time I played in a draw, I think I was 17 in the zones tournament. It was pretty heartbreaking actually to have a draw and chase it, especially a large total of 106, chase it down and come out as losers, I suppose, with Vicky Point being on top of the table. But I think we both have showed us and Vicky Point this year that we have been most successful in the comp.
Well, let's get back to this game at hand, because it looked like Matt Healy went down and told everyone to shut up.
Yep.
And Evans on strike. There are 5 balls left in this over. Scores on 38. Matt Healy bowling. Leg side wide. I would like $1 for every time someone's bowled a leg side wide after a bit of a kerfuffle like that.
Big pressure release, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, mate, it is. Anyway, I'm going to just blatantly cheer for Strathpine soon, I'm sure.
They are.
When have you ever seen Evan hit it down up 3, mate? That is a rip.
Beautiful shot.
Too full from Matt Healy.
I promised Moggy I wouldn't be biased. A few little fist pumps underneath the table.
I made no promises. Although, like you, mate, I've got both sides of the fence here. Nice shot.
Good shot there from Jaden. One thing I like about Jaden, and he's been doing all year, he hits the ball very hard.
Yeah.
I think a lot of, especially young kids now, they get caught up in sort of dabbing at the ball, and he goes real hard at the ball. As you can see, he's piling them up out here at the moment.
Yeah. Oh, there's a chant of Healy going up.
Heel's chance up.
Snakies down there, and it hasn't helped. He's been banked for 2.
Yeah. Evans batting out of his skin here. I'm really happy for him. He's put in a lot of work this year. Had a pretty good tournament, nationals, under 21s when he went away.
Last ball of this over. The leg guard has
side fielder's got in the way.
Run out there.
Brilliant fielding.
I know no way, and he would have been hitting the stumps for sure. So poor old Harley Lammy, another one of my juniors, just got in the way. So as we said before, every over is critical, but at this point in time, Strathpine are 48 with 1 over to go for the second pair. Huge over.
Yep. Yeah, look, I think if Jaden Evan can just take no risks here and take the sort of 4 or 5 at worst off the over, I'm very happy.
It highlights one of the simple facts of all forms of cricket. The only thing that is important is the next ball. When you get the bat in your hand, the scoreboard, when you're facing this ball, is irrelevant. And that's the hard part, concentrating on that while all this noise is going on, all the pressure of being in a grand final. Evan's dad's here. I haven't seen Evan's dad for ages. Jaden's mum and dad are here. His sister's here.
They're always here.
They are always here. The Davey family, good to see them down there. And it's good to see Jaden take centre stage above Kirsten for a change.
Yeah, that's right.
And anyway, last over for this pair is that Harley Lammy bowling it.
What does Harley bowl for?
I'll tell you in a minute.
It looks like he's just going to try and bowl those cutters in the leg stump.
Like he rolled the fingers over that.
Just a bit too straight there. Pretty easy shot there for Jaden.
In juniors, Harley's a penetrative, quicker bowler. But as you know, he's only 15, just turning 16. Stepping up to men's is a different sort of story. So he'll probably try and mix it up a bit, I'd say.
Yeah, that's a good ball.
Good call. They're all asking for the rebound, but it's not wide.
Got to wait for the call first, Sarah.
Yeah, knowing Michael Guest as I do, that will have annoyed the heck out of him, them doing that.
Yep.
So dot ball there. Skins 31. Good shot.
Yeah, nice safe shot there. At this stage, Frank, when you're sort of pushing, close to that, inside that 10-run mark, chasing the total, the ones are just as valuable as the twos.
Yeah, absolutely. It's also really important that you don't go in the shell here. Jaden's got to keep hitting the ball hard. That's what works for him. It's his wrist, mate.
Beautiful shot.
It's his wrist.
He's fired up. He's ready for it as well.
That was a change-up on the legs, and he's managed to get that down up into the 3 net over Noah Gilbert, who is an absolute athlete. That is great wrist from Jaden Davey.
Beautiful shot. Yeah, smart call there.
Yeah, look, to be honest, Cabo have probably just erred a little bit here. The game was really there 2 overs ago.
Yep.
It was probably the time to bowl Noah again.
Yeah, I agree, mate. I think we'll be very surprised if we don't see Noah the next over this third pair coming out.
He will for sure. It'll be Doc and Braden Dunbar will come in next. No, it isn't. It's Sam and Reece.
Sam and Reece Power.
Excellent batting from Jaden and Evan. 16 and 19. They've hit 30, actually 18 and 19. They've hit 37. Scores 56, chasing 69.
As we know, mate, indoor can be a funny game.
Yeah, I do have a saying that I like, which confuses a lot of people, but it's that you don't leave your Ferraris in the shed and get them out when the race is finished.
Correct.
You've got to get them out. You've got to get them out when the race is there to be won. So it's not too late.
Yeah, I think we're right.
No, the Ferrari's coming out now.
He's coming. So this will be a big test here for
Cabo needing to do what he did in the first over.
Yeah, big test here for Reece and Sam.
Now Reece and Sam are one of those pairs. They probably both admit that, although Sammy Brandon's an Australian under-17s player, so he's no slouch.
So in this situation, Frank, if you know they're coming with their strike weapon, do you play safe? Do you take your 4 or 5, or you take the game on?
Oh man, you take 2. I mean, and you've got to stay positive. Here we go, no bowler. Shot, Sammy.
Yeah, good start there from Sammy.
You've got to stay positive.
I think we're all good out there.
I think a game of Aussie Rules just broke out, and Noah tried to take a specky up Joyce's back.
He's pretty agile, isn't he?
Oh, he's an athlete, mate. I used to refer to him as an absolute weapon on the 3-line. He is. He's just a freak there. But, you just got to realise he's a good bowler, and 2 runs are good.
Yep. Oh, that's off the glove. That's out.
That's out.
Oh, big collision again.
Okay, so this might end up...
I think we're going to be in trouble here.
All right, this might end up with... I think it's Noah again.
I think Reece is in a bit of trouble, and so is Noah here. I mean, you do have to take genuine care of the bloke running through. Yeah, you get caught up in the celebration as well. Yeah,
but the reality is the batter has right away unless the fielder's fielding the ball. Now, Noah definitely wasn't fielding.
And especially in a scenario too, mate, where you've already been warned, you have to take that extra care as well.
I'd be very surprised if Guesty doesn't take 5 runs here.
Yeah, me too, mate. I think Reece is in a bit of trouble.
That was a very awkward... It was a legs caught up trip.
Oh, he's up and about. It's a good sign.
No, he's given the wicket. He's given the wicket, but he's staring at the screen. I reckon he's going to go back and take 5 runs off that second skin for Caboolture. Which he would be... Yeah. Oh, my. God, he made it negative 25 for a second there.
No, that's a big killer, that. I mean...
You can't get warned 3 times and not give away 5 runs.
You can't, mate. And as you can see there, I mean, it's such a pressure release with a little bit of niggle that happened. And sometimes in a game, that's all it can take to turn things your way. They've done it. They've gone out on a limb and sort of forced that in. And unfortunately, they've probably gone just a little bit too far.
Yeah. So the overs still need 3. The first aid lady, whose name is... I can't think what her name is, but I do know her. She's from Toombul. She's just checking out Reece's knee. It did look a bit awkward.
Yeah, it looked nasty.
If Reece's family are watching, he's okay. He's standing up.
He's all right. He's a solid unit.
He's a big unit. That's why I always liked him playing with these young boys. I like having a larger enforcer around him. But, no, he's good. He's bending it now. He'll be okay. It was just more awkward than anything. But Noah, even though he got 5, is doing his job.
He'll be fired up here as well, mate.
Nick 3, 4 balls to go. Reece is running. He'll be okay. Johnny Soccer, the coach down here, talking to his team, shaking his head. But, you know, Johnny's an umpire himself. Bit of a loose cannon himself.
Yeah, passionate man, Johnny.
Yeah, that's a good term. Let's go with that. So we're just taking time here. But anyway, so if you're in the area, get down for the NICL final at 7:45. It will be a ripper.
Will be a good game, mate. I'm looking forward to it.
The major semi-final was a draw at Ipswich. I watched that game. Fantastic run chase by you boys. Fantastic effort by Vicky Point. Ipswich is a high-scoring court. This game just promises to be a beauty.
Yep.
All right.
Looks like we're back now.
Reese is okay. Nathan Gould's doing a bit of talking to Reese.
I think he's telling him where to run there.
Yeah, I don't know. It looked like a coaching session. Gouldy, what are you doing, mate?
Right, this is a big last four balls here for Noah.
Yeah, the game's right on here.
Yeah, pretty fiery out there. Yeah,
Good
nice
shot.
tight ball. Well negotiated from Sam. Nice safe shot.
Yeah, Adam Joyce just signalling to Guesty there that he got out of the way and didn't create traffic.
Yeah, I think the Caboolture boys just need to sort of take a deep breath, mate, and just stay calm. They're still in this.
Oh, Reese has gone off.
Yeah, he looks like he's no good.
Reese has actually left the court.
So Caboolture obviously get to pick a batter here, Frank.
Yeah, so the rule is player injured, Caboolture can pick a batter. They do not have to have already batted. They can pick someone who's about to bat. And Joel's up out of his seat, so surely they're not picking Joel.
Gonna go Joel, most experienced bloke out there.
Yeah, there's no way they pick Joel.
Nah, I don't think so.
Murdoch maybe. Someone's doing their shoelaces up. Evan, look, if you were going to pick the least experienced player,
you
it's
go
Evan.
Evan. It looks like they're going to go Tonksy, which is a massive surprise for me.
Wow,
Tonksy,
they've just picked the best batter in the side to bat again.
Best batter inside, mate. I'm very interested to see if Tonksy comes away open zones with us, because I think he's one of the best batters in the state, mate. So to his credit, he didn't bat very well in the first set, but he got a good first four. The ball was swinging around. But big test for him here. That's pretty fiery. And
all right, so can I just give you a bit of an insight here? You've got to pick a batter to bat again with Sam. You don't pick one of his Australian under-17 teammates, who is probably the best bat, barring some of you and your brother and a couple others, probably the best bat we've got.
No, I was saying to Moggy before you got on, mate, when Tonksy was coming on the bowl, I honestly think Tonksy is the best underage kid I've seen in a long time.
That's because you didn't see yourself and your brother playing.
He's obviously pushed for a spot. He played 3 NICL games this year. He's had a pretty good year. But we know cricket's a funny game, and there's a bit of pressure out there. It's pretty fiery.
All right, here we go. They've picked Tonksy. Let's see what happens. Maybe Noah said Tonksy's my buddy.
Yep.
Nope. Again, so Noah was in that state side and Australian side with these two. They've seen him bowl plenty.
Yep.
All right, Sammy Brandon on strike. Scores -1. 2 balls left in this over. It's had a fair bit this over.
Yeah, it's had everything.
Shot, full toss.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter how quick they are if you're bowling there. Noah and Sam
a bit of chat too.
Other.
Don't mind seeing that, Frank.
You don't mind it?
Nah, mate. It just means they care about it.
Noah's just channeling his inner Gilbert there, getting a bit angry.
Oh, yep.
David's down there watching,
yep.
so g'day David and the Dean. Should be freaking out. Shot
There we go.
Actually, funnily enough, I think Harry Tonks's dad and Noah Gilbert's dad were standing next to each other having a chat there before. I think they're directly below us, so I wonder how that conversation's now going.
Yeah, Dave's saying that he gets his aggression from his mum. I strongly disagree.
Yeah, I think Dave would be the most aggressive, and I'm using aggressive rather than other terms, cricketer I've ever seen, heard or played with.
Yeah. Won't argue that.
All right, so here we go. Joycey bowling. Strathpine are 7 runs behind the total, and Caboolture, well, they need something. They've got to sort themselves out. They're a bit frantic.
Yep.
Calm intensity is what they need right now, and gee, that looked like it's going to be off, but
just
it's
inside the line. Pretty easy shot there from Sam.
More than anything, Caboolture need a wicket.
Yeah, we're only 5-6 runs now. As we know, mate, 6 ball overs, you only need 1 wicket and over. It can change it all.
Oh, yeah, 1 wicket and over, you're not scoring any runs.
It's interesting how, playing all those years ago when you used to play 8 ball overs, you lose a wicket and you can come back.
Yeah, 8 ball overs were far too forgiving, mate, weren't they?
I like 6 balls. You lose 1 wicket, it can really hurt you. And same with the batting as well. If you're willing to take that risk and hit the back net, you can really get the pressure off just that one shot. Well bowled there from Joycey.
If I'm Joycey, I'd stick to that in-swinger.
Definitely, mate. You can see that both the boys here don't mind that sort of off-length outside off.
Yeah, most indoor cricketers handle that outswinger.
Yeah, look,
that's the straight one.
Every ball they've bowled outside off here, the Strathmore boys have put away pretty comfortably, so needs to stick to that leg side line.
Oh, wow, I thought he'd miss that.
Yeah, it's a good ball.
That's better from Adam. I just think a little bit of pace off and let it do something.
Yes, just letting that move through the air nice and slow. It's normally Tonksi's bread and butter, that.
Change of pace for Tonksi there, I think. Geez, they're going hard with that meat tray down there.
There we go.
Can't do it twice, though.
How old do you say he is, Frank? 16.
16.
No many 16-year-old kids playing that shot.
Hang on, 17. He's not 18 until December. He's 17. Yeah, mate, he's... well, you've seen him since he was about 8. I think you...
used to coach him,
You were coaching Pee-wees back in the day. And
Harry and your boy.
Him and Murdoch coming through.
It's a bit weird now playing with them.
Oh, you think it's weird, mate. I play... Well, as you know, I still play. And I played 35s against these children, and I'm like, why am I still playing against you blokes? How can time have gone that quickly? But it does. It ebbs away. Make the most of it, you young people.
Cameron and I, the old fellas in the team now.
You are, mate. 30 years old.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember your 21st. It was like it was yesterday.
I was saying earlier, I wish I still had 30s. I wouldn't even bother with A grade.
Yeah, 30s was a great grade. Unfortunately. Anyway, who we got bowling here?
Kenneth, I think it is, mate.
Big leg side to start.
Yeah, look, it's a bad start there from Kenneth. Now they're 1 run past the total.
Yeah, so the game is
sorry, 3 past the total.
Ebbing away.
That's a better ball.
Yeah. Harry and Sam, like we said before, just need to keep playing their game.
You can clearly see they like the pace coming on as well.
I haven't seen any pace off from Camo, is there? There's no spinners. I mean, Strathpine have got Doc and Joel who are both, pace on and pace off.
Oh, geez, I'd give that out, I reckon.
He's a weapon, mate.
Yeah. You want to get on his bike there, Tonksy?
You've got to like Noah Gilbert at that 3 line.
I think he'd like the look of that shot.
You think he was gazing at a little? I don't think he'll do that again.
Oh, that's a good ball there. We've got 2 balls left in this over. 2 big balls here. They can create another dot and get 3rd ball and manage to take a wicket, either this ball or the 3rd ball, mate. It puts all that pressure back on the Strathmore.
Do we know if the scoreboard's working properly now?
Big fully. Most underrated ball in cricket, mate.
Oh, mate. What's going on?
Seen a few wickets from some fullies this year. As I said, now we got 3rd ball. Last ball of this over. Big ball here from Kenneth. Yeah, nicely negotiated from Sam.
So the difference is now 6 runs. It's tough.
It does. As soon as it moves past that 5, it's a whole new game mentally. When you're still within that 5, you're still pretty confident up and about that you can take that 1 and get that score back. But you're right. Once it gets past that, and you got to take 2 early ones. Looks like they're going to go for some experience in Crossy.
Yeah, they got to, mate. He's one of their betters.
Yeah, they don't want to leave anything in the tank.
No, they're going to bowl him now. So, maybe the scoreboard isn't working. I've got a couple ideas saying score check. So, this skid is 14 with 1 over to go. Ryan Crossfield bowling, Sam Brandon on strike. And that's not what they're after. These 2 boys, as I said, don't go in your shell. Bang the 2s and 3s. They got the opportunity to break the Stankies back here.
They do, mate. That's hit his leg.
Yeah, sliding down leg. So first inning score was 64. Strathclyde are currently 72 with 5 balls remaining in the 12th over. Shot Sam, that's squeezed. Oh, wasn't a bad shot, just too square.
Come straight back. Springy nets here. So we got Braden Dunbar and obviously Murdoch back coming in next frame.
Yeah, they'll bat last. So neither of them played nationals this year, but they both. Actually, Braden didn't play. They both played nationals for a number of years. So.
I hadn't seen much of Braden until I come back down this year, and
yeah, he played 21s last year and has been in and out of junior sides over the years. Ryan's probably just trying too hard here, but you can forgive him for that, mate. He's trying to find the snake as a wicket.
Yeah. Solid shot there from Tonksy.
Yeah. He's still got to go back to that. Pick Harry Tonks to bat.
Yeah, I think they've missed a trick there. I mean, they've put a lot of pressure on there, batted well. I think these two will be pretty happy coming off with 20 with all the drama that's gone on.
Oh, what a shot.
That's a shot. Yeah, with all that riff-raff, anytime you can get through that unscathed.
Yeah. So, 23 for that skin. Skins are 19, 37 and 23.
So I'm very interested to see what we get out of Braden here. Talk about blokes who don't mind hitting the back net. Wowie. hits a hard ball. Through
the semis, Braden and Doc have been, and I don't want to cruel them, the weakest pair.
Yep.
Mainly on the back of my son. Doc, Braden has actually been batting really well. And it's not that Doc's been batting poorly, but he's probably been a bit unlucky and not batted his best. So from their point of view, same as before, watch the ball, don't worry about the scoreboard, knock down 6 runs, knock down another 6 runs, and then enjoy the victory. Yeah, Nuggets giving us a look from down there. Give us a wave, Nug. Don't throw the ball. Chris will fall off, catching it in front of me. All right, who we got bowling? Young Harley Labby bowling to Braden Dunbar.
Well fielded there from Hills.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's unlucky. Beautiful throw and well fielded there in his sneaker run. It's a cruel game.
It is. And Matt will keep talking in front court there.
Yeah, he won't give up.
Just sliding down leg. Are the other 2 courts being live streamed, do you know?
They are, mate. I just don't think there's any commentary.
Okay, so the D grade game's done, 103 to 92.
Yeah, it looks like Vicky Point were the winners.
No, Vicky Point lost.
Okay.
Who did they play against? I don't know.
I think it was Springwood, mate.
So Springwood has won D grade?
Yeah, Springwood, yep, 103 92.
45 games on an edge.
Yeah, some quality players out there, isn't there?
Oh, you're talking about Brandy, mate. No, it is a good game over there, 64 to 50.
I think that you might be able to confirm Steve Zeller out there playing.
Yeah,
maybe.
Both sellers, I think, were playing.
We played. We had a trial game before we went away to Nashville. Look at the shot there from Braden.
Like Jaden Davey, that's the risk, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's just good
and hitting through the line. Yeah, we played a trial game against the 40s Queensland team, and Steve played, and
he was gas, eh?
Mate,
for an old man.
Him at leg side. He had a few of the men's boys pretty worried, and he's still as agile.
Poor old Harley Labby. So Harley is only 15, turning 16. He's the youngest player in the game, and he's probably not at his best tonight, but great learning experience for him.
Yep.
Men's Super League Grand Final, B grade of all things.
It's been a good game, man. I mean, anytime you can have a little bit of drama in it.
Yeah, we won't talk about the drama in the first innings. I'll probably never speak to Michael Guest again after that, but we won't worry about that now. So this is Mitch Boland, isn't it, Mitch?
Yep, Mitch there, mate.
Braden on strike, 8 off the first over.
Jeez, he's hitting the ball clean, Braden.
I tell you what, and Matt Healy's seeing it clean over there.
Well, like we said, they've sort of stuck to this outside off stump line, and
they haven't fed him.
Every time they've hit one of the heels, he's been all over it.
Yeah.
I think they may have missed a trick here with him on leg side.
Sometimes what happens, particularly when older sides are playing the younger sides, is they steer away from the legs intentionally because they see kids like Adrian Lescu and yourself come through and nail them.
Yeah, I was talking to Moggy about it earlier, unfortunately with no sound, but it's quite interesting how, when I was a kid coming through 10 years ago, no kids could play off their legs, and all your good players like your Pattersons and your J Ottos and these guys, the guys who you wanted to be, like they're all hitting off their legs, and now it's completely flipped in my opinion. Like, all the kids these days can play off their legs, and it seems to be that full ball outside off they struggle with. But as you can see with today's game, the change up on the hip is still so effective.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as we said, like with someone like Joel bowling, you don't have to bowl a million miles an hour to be effective. You just have to be smart and bring your field into it.
Yeah, they're just cruising along nicely here, these two.
You're going to see some back net action from Braden soon?
Yeah, maybe from Braden. You won't see it from Doc, I wouldn't reckon. But
I'll call it. I reckon he'll hit the back net.
This ball? No. Good down up. Might have been off the glove there. Yeah, so he just shuffled his pairs around a little bit there, Danny. He's gone with the more experienced pair of these two to close it out. And Sam and Reece batting third. And at this point in time, it's a good time to bat, isn't it?
It is, man.
You're 30 runs in
Correct
front.
me if I'm wrong too. This will be back-to-back for Strathpine B grade?
Yeah, back-to-back for Strathpine B grade. The draw was different this year, unlike the NICL, everybody else was in 2 pools.
Yep.
So we had to win our pool and then play the winner of the other pool. And Ipswich, who we played in the final last year, were in our pool. So the grand final replay was last week over at Toombul. And Caboolture have done really well. I think they beat Vicky Point last week to get into the final. They've done awesome. So they should be proud of this season. But yeah, the Strathpine boys are going to be pretty happy. I will say this, I think the only reason...
There's the back net shot.
Yeah, I think the only reason we're back-to-back here is because our NICL side's been so strong, it's kept, so many of these young boys in B grade.
Yeah, well, last year, half the B grade team were in A grade, and it obviously shows you have the strength at the top and it filters through the grades. C grade only just missed out on finals as well.
Yeah, that's right. It's been a good season for the club.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, that's loud now.
Yeah, we're getting loud in here now.
The Cabo crowd are trying to lift them. Good on you. And there's your back net shot.
Oh, it's gone for 3. So I'm calling it. I'm calling Murdoch to hit the back net before this game's over.
Yeah, maybe. Why not? I think he said to me the other day he's never hit a 7 in Super League.
Jeez, that's a good ball. Well played. Swung in late.
He's hit 2 7s in a World Cup, but never hit a 7 in Super League. Juniors or seniors.
See if he'll go here. Alright.
Nah, he was
it's nice and safe. That's a ball if you're going to do it. That's a ball.
Mental discipline, mate. It's there. Meanwhile, I'd be having a Harry Hack.
I'd be running, without a doubt.
So Braden, there's those things again. Braden's tossed the wicket away.
I don't think he's going to stop either.
Having the Harry Hack.
No.
Oh, well, Doc will be happy. This is the first time he's been in front of Braden on the scorecard for a while, 9-4. All right, so let's do a quick score check for everybody at home when the scoreboard comes up. Matt Healy's 1 for 9 off his 2 overs, so not bad for Matt. He's tried hard.
No,
he's done a good job.
He's had a good game. He opened the batting.
Yep.
Batted well.
So this pair's 13. The team scores 92, chasing 64. And we have 1 over left to bowl, and Gouldy's going to bowl it.
Must be said too, Frank. The Strathmore boys were sort of out of it mentally and on the ladder halfway through the season, and we kept saying at training, you know, all you got to do is sneak in that 4. You know, they snuck in the end, and now, as it shows, if you can hit form at the right end of the year, you laugh, and they've proved that.
Funny old start to the year for them. We had a few injuries. Doc was out for 3 or 4 weeks, and every time they played, they seemed to be playing NICL teams. As soon as all the NICL players were qualified out, they started winning games again.
You have to be smart about your qualifications now with the NICL. Minimum games, maximum games, being able to move back from A and B grade.
But anyway, all that said, we've got 3 balls left. It's been a fantastic season for the Snakes. They should be proud of their efforts. And Braden's having a real Harry hack here now.
All right, 2 balls left. He gets this away, Murdoch's going the back man. And if he doesn't,
he's out of the club.
Yep.
Well, he's walking home. Well, Braden's tried hard to hit that. He got a 3 out of it. I don't know. He's looked at the scoreboard. I reckon he's thought, I'll hit a 1 for 100. Scores on
Keep
99.
the skin.
Keep the skin, maybe.
He should have whacked it.
He should have. It was there to whack. He thought too hard.
Brilliant job from the Strathmore boys. I think.
Oh, look, what's Stephen Mogg doing? He looks like he's going out to present a trophy. Surely not.
As we can see, when all that argy-bargy was on through the middle there, the game was sort of in the balance. The second pair for Strathmore obviously was the key. Jaden and Evan batted fantastically, as they have done the last few weeks. So for me, that's probably where the game was won.
It's worth remembering, in a game of cricket, it's the calm head that wins. So you have a bit of that. The one that settles down first. Which in that case was the batters. Yeah,
and it is. And the Caboolture pair, I mean, they were cruising after 2 pairs. That third pair of 3 really hurt them. But at 64, like we said, you're still in it. But Strathmore was too strong.
Yeah, look, here, these courts against this team, I didn't think 64 was ever enough. You can win with 64, but you really need a bit to go your way. You've got to take a lot of wickets. Hopefully you boys come out and hit 120 later on tonight.
That'd be nice.
and we make it 2 for 2.
Hopefully, mate.
So anyway, next game starts more or less straight away, doesn't it?
Who we got in the commentary?
I'm not sure, because I think C grade. It's 3 games down the end. I don't know, not me, because I'm going to go back to my over 45s team who are down there drinking ahead of mine.
Yeah, well, I'm out of here as well, so
you've got to go get ready.
Yep, that'll obviously be a wrap.
So anyway, to wrap it up, 94 to 64, Strathpine winners over Caboolture to go back-to-back at the B grade Super League semi-finals. I'd like to thank Chris Boyce for doing such a wonderful job commentating here, and wishing good luck later on. My name's Frank Hogan. We're here at Strathpine. If you're not doing anything, get on down.
Go the Burrows. I could have a run with it.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon and welcome to Strathpine Indoor Sports. We're going live stream for over 35's grand final between the mighty Victoria Point Vipers versus the Toombul Tigers. I'd like to welcome on board Jamie Stewart, current Queensland Open Men's Victorious player. Welcome.
G'day, mate. How you going?
Oh, not too bad, mate. Yourself?
Yeah, pretty good, pretty good.
I think we're going to be entertained with a massive game here. Toombul Tigers finished Pool 1 on top and made the grand final. First ball, David Tooth. Looks like he's bowling to the batters for Victoria Point, Josh Johns and Mark Carter. And they're off to a dot ball to start with.
Oh, what a shot.
Josh Johns banging it up into the screws on the leg side.
Doesn't mind it there.
Doesn't mind it there at all. Current Queensland over 35s player. Mark Carter's just banged it on the offside for 2.
Both of these boys coming back from playing nationals.
Yeah.
Mark playing for North Queensland.
And look, did everything right for North Queensland. In the eyes of Queensland over 35s, as of the current Queensland over 35s coach, I invited him to come and train with us and experience what it was like, and I think it's helped his game massively. And look, as you know, Jamie, yourself, current captain of Victoria Point, NICL side that's made the grand final for tonight. I think Mark's done everything right this year for you.
He's been a big part of our NICL squad as well. He's played a few games for us. Unfortunately, not playing for us tonight, but he's got a good run here for 35s here. I'm sure he'll do a job for him.
Yeah, exactly right. And a very solid opening over for Victoria Point. Looks like number 8. At the end of the day, to basically get no wickets and anywhere between 5 and 10 runs off and over is what you base it on.
Yeah, couldn't agree more. No wickets is pretty crucial, keeping momentum for your side.
100%.
These two off to a fly.
Yeah, exactly right. And the second over is bowled by Michael Kling, current Queensland 35 players, and he was actually selected in the Australian over 35 side to tour South Africa for the World Cup this year.
Absolute legend of the game, if you ask me. Nothing but a nice bloke on and off the court, and geez, doesn't he show it when he's on it?
Mate, he does everything basic and simple and puts it in the right area. Great shot by Josh Johns there to bang it up on the leg side for 2. But his first ball, just a little bit of swing in the air and tied Josh Johns up. Made him look like he was struggling. But that second shot,
it's got a bit of shape there. He's getting that swing going early.
He's got a lot of shape there. When we were away in Adelaide, it was almost like he was just trying a little bit too hard, not getting as much movement. But what he's doing here tonight at Toombul looks like plenty of swing.
Jeez, that's tight.
And Simon Langrigan in the front court there, another quality Queensland player that's managed to make the playing field in South Africa. Very quality fielder, and definitely had to make Mark Carter run.
He's not giving him any easy runs in the front court there, making him work for every ball.
And look, as I was saying before, in the 45 games, I think our Masters competition is probably the best in the country. What we can offer and showcase. When we go away to a national carnival, I think as Queenslanders, we take away the best what we can get. And I think it's shown over the last few years, probably not so much this year, where we actually this first year in Queensland Masters history that we didn't take a title home.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so pretty massive, but fire in the belly for next year, mate. We got grand finals today. We got zone carnivals coming up, as you know, for you in a couple of weeks. NICL finals next weekend at Toombul. We've got a couple of the state boys, even a couple of masters that are going around in that carnival. So there's plenty of cricket on offer leading up to our zone selections coming up mid-September. So
A lot of cricket going on in the next couple of weeks.
oh, and not only that, what we've played in the last couple of weeks as well. So it's a massive 8 weeks, 9 weeks, but it's what we love. Indoor cricket. I played it most of my life, and like yourself, Jamie, you've been a big part of Victoria Point. As myself, I was as well. There's so much, even youth coming through these days. It's massive, Queensland.
Yeah, couldn't agree more, mate.
So Jason Freeman is bowling the third over. 3 balls to go. Victoria Point look like they're setting themselves up for a very healthy first partnership.
It's a great shot.
Mark Carter, as I said, he played for North Queensland this year. He's on the radar and has been for the last couple of years. Nothing wrong with a bit of confidence, a bit of pop-up tries from your teammates, and just have belief you can do anything, mate. I think Jason Freeman's just running a little bit wide on the line at the moment. It's a bit easy for JJ and Karts to just bang it up on the offside, make it look pretty easy. But Michael Kling in the front court, second up, you've got to get a pass him, otherwise he's gonna bring you undone.
Yep. Yeah, just missed his line a bit there. It's given up some free runs on the offside. Just plenty of time to bang it right there.
Yeah. Look, Masters cricket, as we know, it might be a bit slower. It's all mind over matter. Take the time. As I say to my boys, it starts at the top. The bowler's got to make it happen. Create that opportunity. Bowl in the tight lines. Bowl in the boring places. You got to create that hard chance, otherwise it's like that last over. Looks like Freo went for a few, and it's put 2 more on the back foot. Coming in this 4th over, but Simon Langry looks like, oh no, maybe
Looks like Lockhart's going to have a bowl.
Yeah, they call him Freak. He's got magic hands up the back court, and a bit like Michael Kling, bowls those nagging little innies, but starts off with the wide, so an extra ball.
And that was definitely moved.
Yeah. Oh look, it's probably moving half a metre across the batter, but look, you got to put the ball in the spot to create that opportunity like that. But Mark Carter good enough to get it over Kling's head.
Good ball, good shot, good cricket there.
Absolutely. 29 into the 4th over, first pair, 5 balls to go. Look, it's great start for Vicky Point. Couldn't ask for anything better.
Chance there.
Your ideal score for a first partnership, Jamie?
Look, these are big courts here. There's plenty of room. You've got a lot of time to get the ball above players' heads or get it into a bit of space. So normally I think you'd be aiming for about 20 a pair on an average size court, but given these are a bit bigger, I think pushing more towards 25, 30 a pair. I think that's pretty standard here.
Yeah, that's right. And as I said, bigger courts, more time. You just got to, don't try and play in front of yourself. You got to play right under your nose, really. Like what Josh Johnson did there. Wait for it. Allow the swing. Take the time. If you're a good enough batter, you can create any shot you want.
Yeah.
As a good batter in an opening partnership, you got to dictate to the bowler. But there you go.
There's that great touch.
Michael Kling right there.
He's gone through a lot of people there, not Kling.
Absolutely, mate. And that's what got him select, and his batting as well. That's what got him selected for that Australian tour later this year. It's a very, very handy acquisition in the front court, but comes back to the bowling and doing it right. So after the first pair, Daniel Lockhart's bowled no wicket for 11 runs, and a sensational start for Victoria Point. 36, can't ask for much better than that.
Look, that's a good start from Victoria Point. There's a couple of half chances there. Could have turned the tide quite easily, but given that they come off on 36, they didn't really give them anything. They had to try and work for what the half chances they got.
So coming in about second is a long-time scoreboard of Victoria Point, Brad Bass. They call him Boo Boo, and looks like a newcomer to Victoria Point, Justin Howard, coming in about second. And to bowl the fifth over is left arm Simon Langrigan. I think Simon will be trying very hard to pinpoint into that one area.
Good shape there. Oh, through the hands.
Misfield. Lucky start. He wasn't pushing to make any runs out of that. Hit it straight to
Stewie James.
Stewie James, current Australian, over 40s player. Doesn't normally miss things.
No, I think he got a bit unlucky there.
Yeah.
Might have rushed him a little.
Good start from Justin there, mate. So Justin's played 4 games so far for the Victoria Point Vipers and 37 off his own stick. So 4 games, that's a pretty good average.
Some good areas being bowled here by Simon, just quietly. He's tucking them up.
One thing with Simon, most left armers go over the wicket, but he likes going around, probably trying hard to bring in that angle.
Oh, geez, that's crunched.
And Simon swinging it late, and Justin, he played a bit of power in that shot, but he's pretty much banged it, smashed it.
It's a little bit full there. Bring that back a touch, and that's a tough ball to play.
Yep. Brad Bass on strike.
There it is. There's that length.
Yeah,
just
exactly
back of the length there.
Put Brad in 2 minds right there. Didn't know to go forward or go back. But Brad's played 8 games for Victoria Point and hit 83. So averaging 10 a game, you can't ask for more than that in a batting partnership.
Oh, there he is, straight through.
There you go, Simon's bowled the perfect ball. And look, I don't think Simon was too far off there. He was chasing that opportunity to take a wicket. So after the 5th over, Simon ended up bowling 1 wicket for 3. And what might the score be there? 39 after 5, sorry. So Jamie, big game for NICL tonight, mate. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, mate, it's going to be an absolute belter here. Playing Strathpine at Strathpine for a grand final. Doesn't get much better than that.
Not only that, the top 1 and 2 competing for the sports tonight. Like that's juicy. Yeah, that's what you want in a grand final. 2 best teams competing all year to battle it out. And as your first semi-final went, it was a draw. Yeah, can't get. There's not much between you guys.
No, not considering our last game was a draw, mate. It's about as tight as it gets.
Yeah, exactly right. Exactly right.
It's a pretty good achievement for Victoria Point. We haven't made an A-grade final before.
Yeah, congratulations to that, mate. 3rd year of NICL, but not only saying that, you got Vicky Point has made another great shot. Brad Bass. Looks like Stewie's misjudging a lot there, but look, credit to Brad to have confidence in playing that shot. So we've got Sean Bryden bowling the 6th over. So far, Victoria Point are 9 in the 2nd pair.
Oh, he's got him.
Just breezy, as they call him. He just bowls that nag and loopy length. You think you're going to just play it all day, and then it'll bring you undone because you get complacent.
Looks like he's gone for an off-cutter there and didn't really shape too much, but slowed down and kicked it enough to catch the edge.
Yep, and Justin Howard unfortunately fell victim to that, and I think Jason Freeman ended up taking it behind. Oh, there was another opportunity there. So, look, good bowling change here. Take the pace off the ball. It's all about mind over matter, isn't it?
He's on the money here. He's bowling perfect areas, making it very hard for him to score some runs.
Yeah. Turnbull. Turnbull Tigers pretty much dominated Pool 1 of over 35. We've got 2 pools in over 35s this year, and they deserve their spot in the grand final. But Victoria Point done hard, finished third, and battled their way through 2 major semi-finals to get to the big dance. Look, grand finals are massive. You're good enough to get here. Anyone can win.
Oh, what a take.
That was a very lucky ball. At the end of the day, probably eyes lit up and thought, I'm going to have a go. Should have probably left it, would have been wide. But Sean Bryden took the catch, one-hander, and after it's over, the partnership's back on 4, total scores 40.
Yeah, loose ball there. He's searching for some runs and just had to really reach for it. He scooped it up, but it was a great grab.
Yeah, exactly right. And as we know, we both hate it when the ball falls in areas where fields aren't. You know, that's an opportunity lost. But ended up Jimmy Jag in the catch. You take whatever. So Dave Bowden's bowling the 7th over. As I was saying in the over 45s game earlier, Dave Bowden didn't make the Queensland side this year, but has been an integral part of the Queensland lineup over various master side for the last 5 to 7 years. Definitely knows what he needs to do, bowling in that nagging, awkward area where you don't know to go forward, to go back, but creates chances, creates opportunities.
Maybe a tough little half chance there. But unlucky with a fumble. Good touch. Some good height in that front court.
And that's what you need in the front court. Make the batter play it over the heads, not make it easy. You know, look, some teams have short players in the front court, but at the end of the day, if you've got height, you may as well maximise it. Great over so far by Billy, as they call him. Victoria Point. Looks like they're struggling a little bit here in this second pair.
I think Toombul are tightening the screws here, making it very difficult to score some runs.
Definitely put it back on a Victoria Point, you know, like they let him go in the first pair. Oh, that's a great shot. But made to work. Simon's on that sweep line, left-hander. He can't ping him.
He's dynamite there.
Pretty much won the game for Toombul last week against Springwood there in a massive run out. Springwood pushed them all away, but with Toombul coming out victors. Missed opportunity there for Toombul.
Good presence of mind there to wait from Boo Boo there.
Yeah, exactly right. As I said, Brad's been a stalwart of Victor Point into a career for years. Knows what he needs to do. Held his ground, waited for his partner to get there, and then backed his own ability to get home. So, look, end of 7th over. The score's on 11, so it's pushed it up to 47. Grand finals, runs on the board, very hard. You got to bowl the right areas. 50 points, a very consistent side. They've shown it through the semi-finals. They got Stephen Mogg, who's a very accomplished cricketer.
They've got a bit of depth here. They've got a lot of guys who've been around for a long time, plenty of experience in the team. Very unfortunate there, just to chop that one on.
But what they've done, they're taking the pace off the ball and they're bowling Sean Bryden in his second over to this pair, and it's created an opportunity.
Definite tactic, given his first over, he was on the money.
Yeah, that's right.
Makes sense.
Look, pretty much star-studded side you got out there. Stewie James, Michael Kling, Simon Langren, Sean Bryden, Daniel Lockhart. Great shot from Brad. It's what you got to do.
It's a good answer.
And he's angry with himself. He's showing a bit of ill discipline there, smashing the bat on his leg. But look, positive now. He's still got 4 balls to go. Opportunity to get it up to 15.
That's a shot.
That's a great shot. Back net.
It's that on drive. How good's that? Very passionate player, Boo Boo. Loves his cricket. He loves getting around it. He's manager for our NICL team. He absolutely loves this game, mate. He wears his heart on his sleeve.
I bet he does, mate. And he always has. Like, I played at Vicky Point for a number of years with Brad, and I definitely know what passion he's got for the game and for Vicky Point. So he'll do what he has to, and I'm sure he'll pump Justin's tyres up along the way. But there it is right there. 3 balls to go. Partnership's on 15. It's back up to what I said. Setting it up for that next pair. It's momentum. Momentum is a massive thing in our game.
I couldn't agree more. Setting it up for the next pair. They're trying to here, and Toombul just trying to peg them back and keep the momentum for themselves.
Yep. But create that. Dropped it a bit short. Great shot from Brad. Oh, Stewie throws it into the back of him. But Brad's waited for it, banged it up, got his partner home safe. 1 ball to go. They've got 17. They were on 5, so this is a massive over. Massive turnaround for Victoria Point. And momentum and a good base coming into that 3rd pair. Oh, great shot.
He's dragged that from well outside off there. It's well played.
Doesn't matter how you do it, mate. At the end of that, it's 2 on the board.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
Can be as ugly as you want, but hey, they got the job done. Justin Howard 16, Brad Bass 3, and that's a partnership of 19. Where look, Toombul had him on the roast, but a couple of mediocre balls brought him back in. So 3rd partnership here is Stephen Mogg and
this is Warren Howard. This is Justin's brother.
Oh, righto. No worries. I can't say I've seen Warren play before, but I know what Stephen Mogg's capable of doing. And look, Stephen will be telling him right now, let's just get this first over out of the way. Let's play boring cricket. Do what it takes to, look, probably frustrate Toombul.
Yeah, Warren, he's a great player, mate. He actually has the ability to bowl with both arms.
No.
Yeah.
Has he done it yet?
Yeah, he does. We'll see how he goes bowling tonight, mate. He may even call for the arm change.
Yeah, rightio. No worries at all.
I think Stephen's coming out with Warren just trying to cement a good score here. Oh, controversial, that one.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, mate. It looked like he didn't have the ball there, but look, you can't question an umpire's decision. Otherwise, it's going to go not in your favour moving forward. So it looks like Warren was run out there. And look, Stephen Moggs played 7 games for 73 runs this year, and Warren's played 5 for 40. So look, they're very capable batters, but Toombul started off for the wicket, put the pressure back on.
Well, nearly went 2 from 2 there.
Yeah, and look, you've got to try your best to at least hit a net on the way through. Keep it away from the players.
The pressure's definitely on Victoria Point here. Toombul are trying to make a point. That's 3 balls. That's 3 very tight runs.
But David Toots doing everything asked of the captain. Put it on the money. Put it on the spot, and let the batter make the mistake. You know, create that opportunity, the half chance, get a touch, game on.
That's how you bring your fielders into play.
And that was run out down that end, and I think that one was out there. Looks like Michael Guest is umpiring tonight. Very accomplished state accredited umpire and Australian umpire.
Very accomplished.
Look, I think all our umpires up here have got their work cut out for the grand finals today. A lot of very competitive teams, and they're going to push them. There's another wicket right there.
Oh, look at this.
Wow.
Pressure's right back on Victoria Point here. 3 wickets in that over.
And
coming unstuck.
That could be a game changer right there.
It's a massive over.
Like 3 for -5. David Tooth, I'm pretty sure that was his second over.
Yep.
But we got Warren Howard on -9 and Stephen Mogg on -4. After 1 over, that's -13. That's brought Toombul back into the game. You know, and I know most of the guys out there for Toombul, they'll be Man, they'll be salivating after this. They'll be going, game on. We're in this a long way.
Oh, they'd be fired up for sure, mate.
And now it's Billy Bowden to take the 10th over. All he's got to do is just continue that length, continue that line. Stephen Moggs just blazed that to the back net and got away with one. And it's looking like they're off to a good start. Bit of confidence goes a long way, hey?
And that might help him feel like he's relieved a little bit of pressure there. I think he's missing his length there, giving the guys a chance to free their arms and look for that back net.
And they've done it on 2 occasions, so minus 13, and now they're back to minus 5 off 2 balls. It's almost like they're having a crack. Yeah. Sneaky little shot from Stephen Morgan to the back net there for one. So 3 balls to go in this 10th over. Victoria Point in this third pair are minus 4. Total score is 51. Look, grand finals, as we both know, Jamie, put another 20 or 30 on and it's game on, really, as in pressure-wise. You hit 50, it's like chasing 80.
Yeah, grand finals can do funny things. Big scores can get chased down and small scores can get held up.
Yeah, exactly right. And it comes back to how your persona on the court is, what you follow with your captain and directions and processes.
It's a great shot.
As I said, Stephen Mogg knows what he's got to do. Have a bit of a think. Now, this over has been massive for Victoria Point. They've scored 13 off it so far with 1 ball to go. Couldn't ask for a better over.
Yeah, it's a great bounce back from Victoria Point. They would have been feeling the heat, especially after...
Bit of miscommunication there, mate.
Yeah, it's coming stuck there.
But look, still taking 8 off that over. Yeah, 2 overs to go. Opportunity to get it back to 0 and then look to be positive.
Yeah, Victoria Point will have to find some pretty disciplined cricket to get themselves out of this one. 2 more overs to go. They'll be looking to try and get back to maybe 10 or so runs to bring this one back here.
And coming in batting last, we've got Adam Oots. And is it Nicky Yimba batting last? Well, look, at the end of the day, I think...
Oh, straight through.
And that's Jason Freeman, current Queensland over 45s player. Probably a bit off target with his first over, but starts with an absolute jaffer in his second over. And look, deserves the accolades of that ball. Bowling Stephen Mogg.
So we'll be feeling pretty happy about this, getting him back into the deeper negatives here. This skin, or this pair, this 4 overs has been up and down like a roller coaster. Can't put my finger on what they need to do. They get positive, they hit runs, and then it's almost like they get complacent and overthink it a bit. Still got a few balls left here. Some tight areas being bowled.
Exactly right. So pressure's right back on Victoria Point. But regardless on who's coming in last for Victoria Point, I think if they can score at least maybe 70 to 80 could be a winning score.
And easy wicket, that one.
Yeah. A rush of blood. Look. You just need to be confident. You need to have a bit of belief in your partner and the next pair coming in. This is a great over from Jason Freeman. So we've got 1 ball to go. We've got a score of the third skin of minus 12 at the moment. I think pressure's right on Victoria Point to look. finish on a good note.
There's that length again.
Yeah, that's it. And look, I think Steve just really needs to have a good talk to Justin right now. I know I would be, and yourself as well. -9. You need to at least get the score back to 0. And you've got to have a platform set up for that next partnership coming in, which looks like it'll be Adam Oots and Ben Templer who'll close it out from Victoria Point. I know Adam Oots is a very quality player. Ben Templer, you know much about him, mate?
Yeah, he's the kind of bloke that you don't want batting when they need to chase some runs, because he can absolutely hit some big balls.
Likes the bomb.
He hits a very hard ball as well. So and anything full to Ben will be good luck to the front court.
And right now we're in the 12th over. We've got Stewie James bowling. It's his not third ball, but the score's third skins -8. Total score's 47. Pressure's on, I think. And a great ball from Stewie James.
Brilliant ball.
That just probably didn't do much off the pitch, but just a late swing. I think Steve overplayed it, played over the top of that one, and unfortunately it's brought him undone, so that's pushed that skin back out to -13. Definitely not what Victoria Point needed.
This is a very impressive set from Toombul. They've brought themselves right back into contention here.
Oh, hey, what's that? What's that?
I don't think there's a name for that.
That's Stewie James, one of our current Australian players. Yeah, I've got nothing for that. I don't know. What's that? What's that? Did we get that on film? I think that one will be showcased later on this season by someone, somewhere, somehow. But Stewie, you can do all the excuses you want, but yeah, I've got nothing for that.
I don't think he's going to have that one let down for a while. Back on the money. Look at that.
Nearly nailed it again. Like everything you want from a quality Australian Masters player who can do one thing 1 minute, as we just seen, and then come out the next ball and have it back on the string again. So 1 ball to go. Skins on -11. Total score's 44, and I think this is anyone's game at the moment.
Yeah, as I said before, mate, finals can do funny things. That's well capped out. And look, Toombul keeping that pair to neg 10. That's very impressive. Grand final as well.
Right, that's massive. You can that could be a game changer right there. Victoria Point were on their way. You know, they were 55 after 8. As we both know, 55 after 8, you should be staring down the barrel of a 90 to 100 score, which in any game is a winnable score.
Oh, definitely. I mean, you look at them coming off, let's say they're on 75. That does incredible things to even how Toombul are thinking when they're on the field. They're looking at them now, sitting on 45, and they're going to want to put the foot to the throat here.
Yeah, exactly right. And as I said, we got Adam Oots and Ben Templer coming in this last skin. Stephen Mogg's looking a bit disappointed there, but look, kudos to Toombul. They put the ball there. You miss, they hit.
Exactly right. Toombul reserved everything they got there.
Yeah.
Some impressive bowling, bringing the field into play.
Yeah.
A few balls getting straight through as well. I mean, very impressive indeed.
Yeah. Cricket's basic game. You've got to do what it takes to keep that ball out from hitting the stumps. Stand in front of it, play half a shot. You're not going to get out LBW. So,
bit of weight on the shoulders here of these two finishing off.
Exactly. Oh, there was a half chance right there.
Yeah,
mate.
mix up there. They could have easily got off to a neg 5 start there.
Just hope that's not signs of things to come, mate. Look, communication is massive that you need to you've got to keep focused with your partner. You've got to keep looking at him, and you've got to have a confidence in calling and running as well, because it can bring you undone. And a quality fielding side like Toombula run you out before you even know it.
Third ball there. Oh, there's another chance gone.
Missed opportunity right there. Got away with that one. Simon Langrians, when he first bowled the ball, I actually thought it was going to be no ball off the pitch, but that late swings come back into play, and Jason Freeman, I think, missed an opportunity.
Simon's bang on the money here. He's getting a nice shape. He's not giving them any width either. He's really trying to tighten them up.
And that's what Simon did at National, so it was all about.
There's that communication.
Yeah. David Tooth. The throw looked a bit unco and ordinary, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how you get the wickets as long as you get them.
Got the job done, mate. That's all that needs to happen.
Yeah, 100%. But Simon Langrian, 1 ball to go. Victoria Point, -4 so far, and struggling a little bit.
This is a great turnaround from Toombul. And you look at how they were sitting after 4 overs when Victoria Point hit 36 runs. Game could have easily got away from them, but they stuck to their processes, and they're really putting on a show here.
So Simon Langrian's finished the 13th over, and -1 on the board, so total score is 44. Look, I think any score on the board, they've got to get them. Regardless of what they've done, you go out, different mindset, pump the players up a bit, tell them to bowl the right lines, what they need to do, and look, could be the same. Toombul could be in the same position.
Yeah, 100%.
So just scanning across to the other grand finals that are on at the moment on the other live stream quarters. Victoria Point over 40s. Ipswich over 40s. First, Wynnum over 40s, and into the end of the 13th over, Ipswich are 64. So look, they could be on the way to setting up a pretty good score. A couple of good middle partnerships there, and on the last court, looks like your boys at Victoria Point. What might they be over there, Jamie?
That's Masters B.
Masters B. Victoria Point are playing Toowoomba. I'm pretty sure Toowoomba dominated that comp all year. And look, it's great to see Victoria Point in another final.
Yeah, we've got a couple of teams in the finals tonight, mate.
How many is that, mate?
Oh, I think we'll go 5.
Oh, stop it. Look at you go, eh? Well, this is the first one?
No.
No, they played just before.
Yeah, C-grade were unlucky, didn't quite come away with the win, but...
to compete, I think they didn't lose by much.
Sorry, that was D-grade.
D-grade.
My mistake.
That's good, mate. Look, to make a grand final, it's what you want at the start of the season. For a centre to have 5 in the grand final is a huge achievement.
Oh, no doubt. It's a really good culture that we've got bred down there. Everyone gets around each other, and there'll be a few boys who aren't even playing tonight that'll be down here supporting the boys.
And you're right. I think the Point had that culture a long time. I think that was installed by a legend of Victoria Point, Rick Egan, and I think it's come a long way.
Oh, it's a brilliant shot.
Adam Moots
5 very much needed runs there.
allowing for the late swing, and they played the shot accordingly. And look, they needed it, as you said, they needed it. In it, midway through the 14th over, there's another one with no run. Missed opportunity there. Oh, as you said, Ben Temple can't hit him.
There's that full ball.
Yeah. You've got to take every opportunity you can, mate, and if it means that you take it, you got to.
Oh, And he's not just good with his hands, he's good with his shins too.
That's not cricket. You can't do that, can you?
Didn't you say before, it doesn't matter how you get the wickets?
It doesn't matter how you take them, but if it wasn't live stream, you wouldn't believe it, would you?
Look, when you're on, I tell you.
Mike, as I said, Michael Clean. Yeah, you can't call that. You just can't call that, mate. So, after 14 overs, Victoria Point are 46, and in this last partnership, they've massed 1 run so far. So 2 overs to go, and I think the pressure's on Victoria Point to maybe at least look at getting anything over 60 is going to be competitive.
Yeah, without a doubt, it's going to be interesting to see how they play these last 2 overs out and what's going through their head right now. Do they knuckle down and try and get 5 or 6 and over, come off with another 12, or do they try and go for a few more runs to peg the total up to about the 70 mark?
Look,
interesting to see how it plays.
As you said, I know you said Ben Temple can bomb them, but I think they really need. I think they need to be a bit conservative, but the change of pace, Michael Quinn with that swing, and he gets it a dart off the pitch a bit. That's created a chance, and Lockhart up the back. It's been pretty good.
I think Ben showed his intent there, and he came unstuck with a good bit of field, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Oh look, just get a score on the board. I think Steve should maybe just go and have a quiet chat to the boys and just say, hey, look, let's finish on a positive note. Momentum is good. It's massive. Regardless of what runs you get, any runs on the board, it's a start. You need to show at least intent and commitment.
Like, it's easy when you get into a hole to try and hit your way out of it, but sometimes discipline's exactly what you need. Yeah. Bang your 2s, get down the other end.
Yeah. I like someone that's got raw ability and talent that can hit a ball, but I think you've got it. There's a time and a place, and you've got to do it at the right time, not any time. So Michael Kling, 1 ball to go, very tight over.
Just keeps hitting his mark, doesn't he?
Yeah. He's been, even with NICL over the last couple of years for Toombul, he's been that, I think even last year he was, I think, the best player in the actual NICL carnival all year. And look, for a guy that's over 35 that still can mix it, his bowling's probably his weakness, I think.
Doesn't look like it tonight.
Yeah, obviously not tonight with the numbers he's bowling, but his batting is his prowess, and I think a lot of people feed off that, and might be an opportunity for him to open up tonight and show that off.
Last over for Toombul here. Let's see if they can keep those screws tightened.
Stewie James bowling the last over, so the score's on 48. Look, anything up around late 50s might be a great option, but Stewie James, regardless of that 1 ball before, he's got this change-up ball that no one can pick at the moment.
I was going to say, it's 16th over and he's still getting a nice shape.
Exactly right. Oh, a bit loud over there for Vicky Coy, mate.
There's definitely a bit of support going on.
Yeah, apparently there is, mate. Oh, it's a great shot. Oh, nearly carried. Right. Michael playing over 35, playing like it's 20. I think he'd even give your open balls a bit of a keep it on your toes.
Oh, wouldn't he what, mate? He's a class player.
Yeah.
I think that was that change-up ball you were talking about there.
Yeah.
It's a great piece of fielding.
Oh, good shot, Adam. Needed that one. 1 ball to go, 55. As I said, late 50s. Confidence to give you some belief that maybe you can turn the tide.
Well, I think the guys will be, they're They would have wanted some more runs, but they're going to go out there with the definite belief that they can hold Toombul to less than that.
Yeah. And look, starting off with a score of 36, yeah, you think you're well on your way to setting up a great total, but cricket's a fickle game, anything can happen, and it did. It showed. Toombul brought it back, and it's game on, I think. So thanks, Jamie. Good luck tonight, mate. Massive game, can't wait to watch it, and hopefully you get the job done.
Thanks,
Good
mate.
luck.
Should be a cracker.
So halfway through, change of innings, Victoria Point hit 55. So Toombul coming on now to try and chase that down and secure victory in the men's Masters A Grand Final here at Strathpine. Hopefully everyone stays tuned later this evening for a couple of absolute cracking NICL Grand Finals tonight, ladies and women. I think it's Victoria Point versus Strathpine Boroughs, and in the ladies Grand Final, I'm pretty sure we'll be staring down the barrel of a Springwood and Toombul Grand Final. Is that correct, Dimitri?
Oh, not sure, mate. I've just been watching this game.
Welcome aboard, mate.
Thank you.
Dimitri is a current Queensland over 45s state player this year, rookie.
Yes, made my debut.
How'd you go, mate?
I was really happy with the week away with the lads. Wasn't a great preparation for myself, but the coaching staff did a great job for us.
Probably wasn't Queensland's best national title defence in Adelaide this year, but we were very competitive, and I think a lot of states are starting to catch up to what Queensland do. Yeah. And look, I think it puts fire in the belly moving forward next year for us Queenslanders to go away and represent and prove to not only to live stream followers as well, but also to ourselves that we have been and are a dominant force in national carnivals.
Yeah, for sure. I was super impressed with the quality of the 45 competition, and some really top-line players there. And Queensland definitely are in the mix, but we'll just see what happens next year with people moving up and in their age groups and things like that. So hopefully we can put a really good team on the park again and go a bit better.
Absolutely. So looks like Stephen Moggs grabbed the first over here of the over the Masters A Grand Final between Victoria Point and Toombul. Victoria Point set 55, and Toombul in their run chase have started off not too bad. Stephen bowling on the leg side there, and so far the score is on 5 with 3 balls to go.
Yeah, I think Moggy bowls a good tight line, and it's a strong batting line up here by Toombul, and I think Vicky Point would be wishing they had a few more runs on the board.
Yeah, but Tim, as we know, cricket can change in a heartbeat, especially indoor cricket.
Absolutely.
And as I was saying to Jamie before, runs on the board. You got to have runs on the board. Yeah. Doesn't matter how much I've seen sides. I think there was an NICL game this year, Springwood versus Gold Coast. They hit 33 and won the game. So it doesn't matter what you score. It's all about belief and commitment to not only your captain but your teammates, and showcase something. Have belief. Get the job done. Starts at the top. Bowl the ball in the right area. Create an opportunity. Sounds boring, I know, but that's the processes you do to bring pressure.
I totally agree. Yes, they didn't get the runs they probably were after, but it only takes one big over and really pile that pressure on.
And you're right. So after first over by Stephen Monk was Toombul hit 9 off it. So Justin Howard is now bowling the second over. Look, nice bit of outswing shake there. A couple of quality batters out there for Toombul at the moment, just quietly.
Yeah, well, two guys that are off to the World Cup later this year.
Exactly right, mate. You know, and they represented Queensland over 35s this year, and they're both rookies this year as well.
Yeah.
And they dominated, did what they needed to do, and look, going away for state selection, going away for a national carnival. You want to do what you can, the best you can.
Yep.
You got an opportunity to be selected in an Australian team.
Well, chance.
There's a missed opportunity right there. Wow.
Yeah.
Very lucky.
Yeah.
They were almost high-fiving in the middle of the court there, but got away with it.
They certainly did.
And no run scored. But these two guys out here, Simon and Michael, have played for Toombul for a long time. Simon's played Queensland Open Men's before. I don't think Michael has. I know Michael's played over 30s and now over 35s for Queensland, but both have an opportunity to go over to South Africa and represent the country and hopefully bring back a World Cup.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look, that's Australia's plans moving forward, but
Yeah.
tough ask. I know I was in England in 2016 and the quality sides that were there then were good, but being in that national carnival in Adelaide, wow, there's some talent there, but also I know what's coming through in other countries as well, so I think they might have their hands full there.
Yeah, absolutely. And talking to the lads over the last couple of weeks, they're both very excited about it. And it's just another step up for them.
Yeah, that's right. They fly out on the 14th of October to South Africa for a couple of weeks. So into the third over here, looks like Mark Carter's having it over. Victoria Point after 2 overs, 17, probably comfortable at the moment. It's a great ball from Mark Carter. Very lucky for Simon to get an inside edge on that one.
Nice little insides there, yes.
Yeah, and I think they both knew that, and a bit of a cheeky smile to each other.
Yeah.
Look, Mark Carter's represented North Queensland this year at national level.
It's a great shot there by Mr. Kling.
Look, it's all about watching the ball, waiting at the latest possible moment to hit the ball, get it up over the fielder and score runs, and that's what you want to do.
Yeah. It's a little bit short there.
Yeah, so after, we've got 2 balls to go in this third over. Toombul are 22. Chase it, well, look, they're not chasing the skins, I think they're just chasing the victory now.
It's all about the victory.
Skins don't matter in grand finals. You just got to get your nose over the line, and it doesn't matter how you do it.
Yeah. Oh.
And that's a great shot right there. It's sickening to watch.
It makes you sick.
It does.
Yeah.
But look, it's probably one of the hardest shots to play in indoor cricket is getting it up to that leg side. Outside off, it's, you know, you just wait as long as you can, but on that leg side, it's to have someone to play a shot like that. Not many can do it, but the ones that can, they're legends of the sport. So Mark Carter went for 9 off his first over, so after 3 overs, the score is 26, chasing Victoria Point's target of 55, 56 for victory.
Yeah, I think Vicky Point really need to tighten up here and just try and create the pressure to get a wicket and see if they can get a little roll on.
Yeah, that's right. Look, bit. Doesn't matter. At the end of the day, the 2 guys batting are just normal people. You got to have belief that you can create an opportunity. But Adam Moots has started off just a little bit short and a little bit easy for for Simon and Michael just to go through the motion. So 28, 5 balls to go. I think they're setting it up, setting a platform for the next pair to come in and just to keep momentum going there. Just another games at the moment on the other live stream. Looks like Ipswich hit 85 off their 16 overs. And in response, it's looking like Wynnum are 19 into the 4th over. So I think it's game on over there. That'll be a very competitive match, mate.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, plenty of talent on show there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's all state players out there, mate. A great over 40s. Andy Masters is a great comp. And yeah, showcasing some awesome skills and athleticism.
Snuck a run there.
I think you point that it's almost like they're just a little bit off tonight, eh?
Yeah, I think so, mate. They've just really got to get into this game.
Yeah. Oh, look. Anything can happen. Look at Vicky Point's third skin, -10.
Yep. Short one.
So at the end of the 4th over, Adam Moots went for a total of 9, and Toomble's total so far is 35 after the first pair. So batting second is looking like Daniel Lockhart and Dave Bowden. Daniel went to play for North Queensland this year, and Dave Bowden actually played for New Zealand.
He did in the 45s.
You played in that grade this year. How did he go, mate? Did he go all right for New Zealand?
Yeah, he was one of their best players.
Yeah, right.
A lot of experience.
Yeah. And look, probably unfortunately he didn't get an opportunity to get selected for Queensland, but to represent another country, take that any day of the week.
Yeah, and it just shows, you know, how much desire he has to play at that level.
Yeah, exactly right. And all of us to represent is what it's all about.
Yeah.
So into the 5th over right now, we've got Josh Johns, current Queensland over 35s player. Poland, that's his 2nd ball, and that's the first run they've got. The first ball, our target is to bowl on the legs. Create an opportunity, they've got 2 on the leg side. Make them hit it towards them, right there. Look at that, that's a perfect line. Everything Steve Mogg wanted him to do, he's doing it.
Absolutely, straight away, right on the tight line, which is, you know, hitting the top of leg stump is where we really try and aim for.
So 3rd ball scenario right here, and I think this is the over that Victoria Point's been looking for. Off 4 balls so far.
Full set. Oh, keeps it to 1. Good bit of fielding there.
Dave Dowden's capable of doing that all day, every day. As you know, you're a Toombul Tigers man, and
I am.
That's a great way to finish for Toombul after a near perfect over for Josh. So he's gone for 6, I think, of his first over, and I think that's pushed Toombul's score over 40 now, and I think well on the way to victory, mate. But never underestimate anyone in a grand final. You've got an opportunity. Something can always happen. So looks like Brad Bass is about to have an over. His first over, his left arm.
Well, you can't. You got to be careful when you got a lefty on.
Apparently, mate. So I've been told.
I don't want to sound biased, but geez, look out here.
Well, in saying that, what I think is left arm bowling to a left-hand bat.
Us lefties, we actually prefer the right arm batsman.
I'm a bit the other way, mate. I prefer a left arm than a right arm.
Do you?
I bowl right, bat left, but prefer a left arm bowler coming at me. So
Yeah.
instead of going across you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But look, Brad's
Got him.
That's run out.
Tight call there, but that's out.
Yeah, very tight call. The direct had to get it. Look, probably an opportunity here for Victor Point. That's, you know, one brings two, as they say. Just have a bit of belief. Brad's got to put it in the right spot now. He's got to back it up with that next ball to continue the momentum. And unfortunately, fortunately for Daniel Lockhart, that's a great shot. He just waited as long as he could and just put the bat there, and it's up over the fielder's head for two. Another good ball by Brad. This is really probably an over Victoria point's been long before, eh?
Yeah, it's been 2 good overs so far.
Yep. Josh started it off and Brad's backed it up. Look, 55, they're 40. Strange things have happened, right? Bit unlucky there for Adam.
It's a good over.
Yeah, very good over. And look, it's keeping him in the game. Brad's one wicket for 1 run, which is it's a perfect start. Perfect start. So after 6 overs, the score's on 42, Skins on 7. As I said, the skins don't matter in grand finals. And
have we got anyone else that can bowl left arm?
I think you'd just be giving it a go, wouldn't you?
Well, after that over.
So, kudos to you, Dim. Kudos to you. Now, it looks like we've got Justin Howard having a bowl, and Dave Bowden's just managed to find the back net there for 5 runs to take the pressure off there. It's a great shot. There's a bit of a gap there. Just nothing wrong with having a bit of confidence in showcasing that shot, which is put him only 7 runs behind Victoria Point with plenty of overs to go. And I think that one's run out.
It's out.
Look, get a touch, get half a chance. Wickets can happen. As I was saying earlier to Jamie, I think our Masters comp across the board, 35s, 40s, 45s. It's a great comp. I think, sort of showcases a little bit of the NICL and the B grade. You know, a lot of people stick around and watch it. It's all above the shoulders for it.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a great crowd here tonight.
Yep.
The car park's extremely full.
Obviously, you had to get the shuttle bus here, mate, from Strathpine Shopping
Oh,
Centre.
mate. Luckily, the train station's not far away.
Yeah, there's a lot of people here, mate. I reckon probably a good 150 in the crowd, mate.
Yeah.
So, for grand final day, all leading up to this massive NICL grand finals for men and women tonight. Strathpine at home versus Vicky Point in the men, and Springwood having a crack versus Toombul for the ladies. So,
And really good for Springwood to be back in the competition too.
oh, absolutely. We unfortunately lost a centre, Salisbury, but to have an opportunity to incorporate another centre is, well, and not only that, Ben Lee coming back into the comp as well, even though they don't have an NICL side as yet, but I've heard there's potential of that moving forward. So to have more teams playing across our grades, it's fantastic. It's great competition, and I think indoor cricket's still alive in Queensland. It's great.
Yeah, for sure.
So it looks like Adam Moots is bowling the 7th over. Oh no, sorry, it's the 8th over. Michael Guest didn't click it over. So, look, Adam needs to bowl really tight and create an opportunity. He started off on the money so far. Still, Toombul are 8 runs behind. Still gives Vicky Point that slight hope that
Good chance there.
miracles can happen, and I've seen it happen. I'm sure you've seen it happen as well, mate. Where, look, low scores are always the hardest to get. I've witnessed it. It's very hard to try and overcome it mentally, but that's what makes the better side, champion sides, to do something like that.
Yeah. He's coming around the wicket here, and he's really honing in on that leg, and he's got the fielder set.
Oh, Dave Bowden.
But Billy just bangs it over the top.
As I said, he's a quality player. He does what he has to get runs on the board, and he's got it done.
Yeah. Leg side.
Very close, but leg side call, so 2 runs added. Extra ball to be bowled. And the score now is 52, chasing 55. 1 ball to go into the second pair. There's still 2 pairs to go.
Nice shot there from Freaky.
That it was.
Few of the lads there, you know.
Yeah, apparently.
Few fans down there waving to us.
Yeah, exactly right. So after the 8th over, Daniel Lockhart and Dave Bowden had a very consistent 19, which puts the score 1 run behind Victoria Points total. And coming in the bat now is Stewie James and Jason Freeman, who are, you play with the guys at Toombul, but you went away with Jason his first year at a national carnival.
Yeah.
Definitely got talent.
Oh,
He doesn't rate himself,
No.
which I don't like. But at the end of the day, you gotta be able to play the game to rate yourself.
He's just a lovely guy. Good talent. Had a pretty good carnival too.
Exactly, especially the way he started with the bat. There was no way a state coach was going to leave him out of the side the way he batted.
Yeah.
They convinced him to play, and look, to go away and represent your state. Not a lot of people get that opportunity, but yeah, he's had that opportunity, and all you got to do is go back to your own carnival the following year, do the little things right, and you're going to keep the spot moving forward. But that's a long way off here, mate. We're still probably...
Yeah. He's one of those weird dudes that he bowls right, bats left. But hey, we have to look after him where we can.
Yeah, that's it, mate. Sometimes you need those guys to get you through the games, hey.
And Stewie James, well, you know, what do we say about him? He's a good thinker of the game.
Has come a long way. I've known Stewie for a lot of years, and he's masterclass his skills, and now he's reaping the rewards of long hard training, maximising what he can do, and for the last 3, 4, 5 years he's represented Queensland at state level and Australian level as well. So
yeah. Oh. Flick of it hit, it was out.
Great pickup. And Stewie James acknowledged that. But that's into cricket, isn't it? You know, it only takes half a touch to create a chance. And if you can do that, look, you're halfway there to getting the job done. But after the ninth over, they've hit 6, scores on 60. Looks like Stephen's taken it upon himself to challenge Stewie and Freo in the 10th over now, so I don't think they can die wondering now. They just got to throw everything at them they can. Would I be right, Tim?
Yeah, absolutely. I'd like to see them really tighten up that bowling. It's where it all starts.
Cricket's a very basic game, but if you can start by bowling very tight areas.
Yeah, he clearly didn't hear me then.
Or me either, but Stephen knows what he's got to do. He's been a part of the Queensland regime, 30s, 35s, 40s for the last 5, 6, 7 years. Was that a missed opportunity?
Leg side stumping, top end, out.
Oh, they got it. They got it. But that's about pressure. That's what pressure's all about.
Yeah.
Pressure, build pressure, creates wickets. So Stephen's got 3 balls to go. Skin partnerships on 5. They're only 4 in front. So it's 59 over 55 with still 6 overs to go. Great line there from Stephen. Stewie James, probably a little bit complacent there by the look of it. He's tried to slash it outside off stump, but all he had to do was just move his feet a little bit over and it would have banged it up for an easy 2 or 3. The leg side there from Stephen, which I'm sure he'd be disappointed about.
Yeah, I think Victoria Point have got to really just try and have the view that they've got to give the last pair something that they have to be chasing.
Yeah, that's right. And look, it's hard when you don't get the runs on the board when you're back, and you're seeing the opposition, their score starting to creep over yours. It's hard to keep a positive outlook out there. But I know Vicky Point, I know Stephen Mogg will be trying his hardest to still keep the boys lifted and just keep the guys bowling on that tight line and just create an opportunity. That's all you can do.
Yeah. Do you think the left and the right-handed batsman is making it a little bit more harder for the bowlers?
I believe it is, mate. Always is. You're changing the bowler's mindset on where to bowl. Look, I'd like to say it confuses them, but it can do. If you're not on your game, that left-right combination, I love having that in my sides. I try and do that, and you try and do that each pair moving forward. It's a great challenge. It's a great challenge to the bowlers. They've got to like that right there.
Yeah.
Did he call leg side? Don't know, but left right, you've got to keep trying to move that ball around and keeping it in that area. It's a great shot from Freo.
Short outside off stump. It's a bit of bread and butter there for these guys.
Pretty easy, and Jace is backing up straight after the over 45s grand final, which unfortunately Turnbull went down in.
Yeah, it was a close affair in the end.
Yep. Oh yeah, exactly right. Push Wynnum all the way, but Wynnum being undefeated all year, they set the standard, so probably they deserve the chocolates. Very quality side.
Yeah, they sure are.
Leg side there.
Finishes the over.
So after 11 overs, coming into the 12th over, Toombul are 71, chasing 55. With looks like it's is it Mark Carter having a bowl? Could be. Yeah.
What do we expect from him, mate?
Look, he's very consistent and very nippy. There you go, right there. put the ball on the money to create a chance. And Freo, I think he's just having a bit of a dip. Comfortably in front at the moment. 1 pair to go. Mark's come a long way this year.
Chance at the top.
I incorporated him into the shadows for Queensland, and the confidence he's got out of that has been accolades to him for doing the hard yards to get to where he wants to be, which is having a crack at NICL. I think I did say Jamie said that they were leaving him out tonight in the NICL final, but he ended up going away and representing North Queensland, and what he did for North Queensland this year was couldn't ask for a better job by anyone. Apparently he's played North Queensland Opens before, quite a few years ago, but look, he's a young 35, mate, and plenty of potential moving forward for him. Missed opportunity there, I think, mate.
Yeah.
But look, credit to Vicky Point. At the end of the day, making the 2019 Masters A Grand Final. It's been a long year. It's been a tough year. They caused some upsets in the semi-finals. Well, to actually make semi-finals, and then they beat the side who finished first in Pool 2, Caboolture, in last week's Grand Final. But not only that, to knock off Wynnum in the first semi-final with the star-star side they had. It's a huge credit to Vicky Point. I don't think Mark Hines is playing tonight. I think he's playing in NICL, but look, any centre to represent in 5 grand finals, hats off to him for what they've done. It's no easy task making a grand final. It's a lot of hard yards and a lot of effort, a lot of commitment by the players. Play Saturday nights, you know, especially their partners, letting their players go and play. Look, we all love the game of Vendor and what they do. And 35's grand final here today. South East Queensland Major League grand final. After that third pair, they hit them 26.
So we've got Sean Bryden and David Tooth out there at the moment, and both pretty solid. Both have played for the state.
Absolutely. At over 40s level, and Sean's on one. There we go. Golden opportunity missed, unfortunately. But Sean Bryden is exactly like that. If it's there, he won't hesitate. He's not going to die wondering. Yeah,
he could bomb a few with the pressure off.
And it could bring him undone, but there we go. Josh Johns with a nice little leg dipper. Pretty much
good pace there. Put
it on the money. As I said, Josh Johns is a Queensland over 35 state representative this year, who has it was his first year as a 35s player, and he excelled. He was actually our Players Player of the Year. Brought in as a shadow and did everything asked.
Good comeback there by David Tooth.
Yeah, exactly right.
Or Flossie, as we call him.
Yeah. I don't know what's happened with Flossie lately. He's been struggling to make that state side. I don't know what's going on there, but it seems to be doing all right in Major League. Maybe just needs to go away at zone carnival and just try that bit harder and push people a bit harder.
Yeah, look, sometimes it's not how you're playing it. It can be a case of other people coming up from the 35s, and you know they can't fit everyone in.
Yeah, that's right, mate. And as I said, our Masters competition, we're having up to, well, we had to split 2 pools this year, so we've got 4 and 1, 5 and another, so that's 9 teams across the 35s, 40s, 45s, It's a lot of people are trying, and then you go away for zone carnival. It's hard to pick. It's seriously so competitive. Everyone's so competitive against each other. It's insane.
Yeah. Look out. We've got a lefty on again.
Oh, here we go. Anything can happen here, mate. Could go for 1,000 or he could get -20 either way, eh?
Could be somewhere in between that.
And that's a great... We're into the 14th over. This skin so far is on 8. Not that skins matter in grand finals. You just got to get over the line. Whatever runs they hit, you got to hit more to win the game. So...
Into the shoe, is that a catch?
Oh,
Ooh.
I would have went up for that.
I would have caught it.
Yeah, done something. But look, 55 probably. They were probably a bit short. -10 in that third pair. Unfortunately, I think might have done them, cost them a little bit. But look, still runs on the board. Still had to make Toombul work for the job. Get the job done. And I think, as I said at the start of the game, Toombul dominated all year and probably deserved their mantle as 2019 champions, which is looking like that's what's going to happen.
And have you been staying up late at night watching the Ashes?
Oh, mate. How good was last night's cricket? Seriously, to bowl England out for their second lowest total ever is,
Yeah, I think...
Hang on a minute. Mitchell Stark can't even get a run. So how good's our bowling stocks at the moment?
And he bowls with the left arm.
And they're keeping him out. And you wonder why.
Just saving him.
Well, I've said that, but look, it's hard to keep... How do you keep the other guys out? You can't. I don't think you can.
Yeah.
The way they're bowling Hazelwood, he's bowling the house down, seriously, and to back it up with Cummins and Pattinson, it's on fire. So if anyone at home is in between before we start the live stream,